Guys, this is the big enchilada. We are very excited right now. This is a huge deal. You have seen his billboard. You might have seen his TV commercials. The myth, the man, the legend. Big round of applause for David Komie! Welcome to the show, David. Thank you. All right, David, you are an attorney.
Evidently.
Look at that. Careful not to perjure himself. And you rock. We are so excited to have you on the show.
I heard that. I appreciate that.
For some of us in the audience who maybe aren't familiar with Komie's work, we wanted to take a minute to catch you up to speed and play one of his commercials. But while we were looking for his commercial online, we also happened to find some other commercials from professions where they have taken a music genre and matched it with their advertising. So I think we're just going to go ahead and play that reel before we start this interview. So.
Some people say I don't look like a lawyer.
But David Allen Komie is a lawyer. For years, he represented big insurance companies.
Yes, I defended insurance companies, but now I work for you. So if you've been injured and you have to deal with an insurance company, don't you think what I know might be very helpful to you?
Auto injuries, other accidents, medical malpractice. Call Komie and Morrow.
So I don't look like a lawyer, but it helps me sneak up on them.
Call Komie and Morrow now at 338-0900.
Oh, hello. I'm Mortimer Blackwood, goth gynecologist. Menstruations feeling morose, troubled bearing seed. Allow me to peer into your gloomy cavern. Here at Blackwood Gynecology, our many services include urinary tract disorders, pap smears, genital piercing, female curves, earwig removal, pregnancy and family planning, and laparoscopic surgery. I may not look like a gynecologist, but I assure you, I am.
Blackwood Gynecology. Just off 183, right behind the pita pit.
Hey, rude boy. I got a message for you. Stuck in the tank? Well, then you need a bail bondsman that skanks. For jail release, right now, get on the horn. And call 512-2-TONE. I'm Chaz Freeman, and I'll make you a free man. Hey, I'm DJ Dogshit, dubstep landscaper. Long looking a little tired? Drop it!
Give me a fucking weed whacker. Weed whacker. Weed whacker. Weed whacker. Weed whacker. Weed whacker.
Lawn, garden.
At least they're in other fields, so you don't have to compete with them.
Thank God.
Yeah. Well, that is a great commercial. I mean, your commercial is truly excellent, and the billboards, I think, have really taken off. How has that affected your personal life, having giant representations of your face all over town?
Well, people are inviting me on to TV shows.
TV shows.
Let's not get carried away.
I'm under my second contract where people are trying to do a reality TV show about my little life, which they see something. I guess there's something out there. The Statesman has an article about me tomorrow, but you know, I go to the grocery store, the 7-Eleven, and it's hard to be real anonymous anymore.
So do you get a lot of yahoos going, holy crap?
Yeah, it seems to get the most comments from the under 50 IQ crowd.
I think the under 50 IQ crowd yell at you from across the street. The over 50 IQ crowd wait to come see you on a talk show.
Yeah.
So what is this reality show?
Well, they don't do reality TV anymore. It's soft scripting.
Right.
So they want to hear the stories about, you know, the crazy things that happened during my day. and they take them and bring in actors and embellish the crap out of it. And, you know, it's really weird because it's in the middle of my day and my phone's ringing off the hook and I've got 50 emails and I got clients waiting, and then it's like, well, we need you now, and then they hustle me off to, you know, do some fake client interaction.
So you're telling me reality TV isn't real? Even People's Court?
That's what they're telling me.
You heard it here first, folks. Well, I think the thing that really resonated in your commercials, that you talk about how you've actually worked for the insurance companies, so you learned a little bit of their tips and tricks. Can you talk about that a little bit?
Well, you know that stuff, you're in good hands and like a good neighbor. That's not exactly true.
First reality TV.
I fucking love that guy, by the way. So cool. 24, great show.
Yeah.
Was that a different guy, sir?
No, that's the same guy. That's the same guy. So they're trying to present this image that they're there for you, they got your back, but in reality, they don't?
Well, they do. They try to gain your trust, and since they have handled thousands of claims, and usually it's somebody's first one, they kind of lead them down the primrose path of things that screw up their claim.
Right.
And by the time the people figure it out, a lot of times that's when they're calling me, and I've got to try to undo it. You know, but yeah, it's a pretty vicious thing. I mean, I help the little guy against very sophisticated machines. They have a lot of propaganda. I mean, everybody thinks that there's frivolous lawsuits.
Right.
And people have fraudulent claims. But I've been doing this a long time now. I'm getting a little long in the tooth, and I've yet to see a frivolous lawsuit.
Mm-hmm.
Now, I have seen a lot of egregious insurance claims handling, ripping off, you know, very unfortunate, sad people that have the worst time of their life.
It's like David versus Goliath if David had a dreadlocked rock and roll sidekick.
Named David.
Yeah, watch out, Goliath. So for our audience who hopefully will not suffer any auto injuries or other accidents, what advice would you give if they find themselves in this sort of situation where they're dealing with insurance companies?
Call me right away.
Yeah.
Or get some advice right away, because you'll talk to an adjuster. The famous last words, well, I'm going to try to handle it on my own. Well, it's an uneven situation. Your dad is a nuclear physicist. It's if like you're a drunk guy on 6th Street is going to actually debate your father in nuclear physics.
Well, that was a tie.
But it's an uneven playing field, and a lot of people think they're pretty smart, but it's like, you know, if you have a plumbing problem, you don't do it yourself.
Yeah.
I don't fix my own HVAC. If you have an insurance claim, call somebody who can help you.
Sweet. Aside from the insurance and the law, tell us a little bit about your rock and roll. You play in 2 bands?
Yeah, I'm in 2 bands. Yeah, I like hard rock.
Really? I had no idea.
Yeah, I'm going to be Rob Zombie for Halloween.
Yeah.
So.
How are you going to... So to be Rob Zombie, what do you have to change for your costume?
Well, I need to get him to stop copying my shtick. You know?
Yeah. And making movies.
Yeah.
Just gonna
Let's
carry
sue
around,
him, right?
Carry around a lawn chair that says director on it.
Yeah. Do you have an upcoming gig or anything that...
I'm going to the studio next weekend.
Sweet.
Yeah, pretty excited about it. It's this band called Dharma Kings, and it's my newest band. I just sing in that band, and we're going into Wire, which is like top studio in town. It's analog. It has 2-inch tape, and the guy running our board is he plays guitar. He's played with Butthole Surfers and Meat Puppets, and he's actually going to put our little record out on his label and stuff. So I'm excited about it.
Awesome.
Yeah.
All right, guys. David, thank you so much for coming on the show. It's been a pleasure having you. Absolute blast. Everybody, David Komie.